sixth sign, another sign of a learned man in the hereafter, is he does not give fatwa or legal decision in a hurry, but tarries to be relieved of it. He does not want it. When he is asked about the matter known to him from the Quran, Hadis, Ijma, Qiyas, he gives his opinion. When he has doubt, he says, I don't know. When he is asked about a matter about which he has formed an opinion through Ijtihad, independent interpretation and speculation, he is careful not to commit himself, but refers the matter to someone who is more capable than himself. According to one tradition, there are three roots of learning: the express word of the Quran, the lasting usage of the Prophet. The sage Shubi said, I don't know is half of learning. He who remains silent for God owing to his ignorance gets a reward not less than a man who does not remain silent, because to confess one's ignorance is the most difficult thing. Such was the condition of the companions of the Prophet and the earlier sages. When Ibn Umar was asked any question, he used to say, go to the ruler, because he has taken the affairs of men. Hazrat Ibn Mas'ud said, he who gives opinion as soon as a question is put to him is mad. He also said, I don't know is the shield of a learned man. If he commits mistakes, it would amount to murder. Ibrahim ibn Adam said, there is nothing more formidable to the devil than a learned man who manifests his knowledge both openly and in secret. The devil says, look at this man, his silence is severer to me than his speech. Some wise men said, there are abdals, that means worshippers, in the world. Their meal ends when they are still hungry. They sleep when it overcomes them. Their words end only in necessity talks. In other words, they do not speak unless asked, and they remain silent when sufficient reply is obtained from the others. When compelled, they reply. Ibn Umar used to say, do you wish to use as a bridge over which you wish to cross over the hell? Abu Hafs Nishapuri said, a learned man is he who fears the day of questions, who fears what he will be asked on the day of judgment. Where from have you got this answer? The Prophet said, I don't know whether Uzair was a prophet or not, whether Tuba was accursed or not, whether Zulqarnain was a prophet or not. When asked about the best and the worst places on earth, he said, I don't know. But Almighty God said to me that the best place is the mosque and the worst place is the market. When Hazrat Ibn Umar was asked 10 questions, he replied one and not the others. Hazrat Ibn Abbas replied 9 and did not reply 1. Someone said amongst the jurists, the greater the number were men who used to say we don't know than the number who used to say we know. Sufyan Sauri said, Malik bin Anas, Ahmad bin Hanbal, Fuzail, Bashar and others were among the former who used to say that I don't know. Abdul Rahman bin Abi Layla said, I met in this mosque 120 companions of the Prophet. Amongst them there was none who when questioned to express an opinion would not have wished that someone else would reply for it. It is narrated that when somebody presented something to someone of Ahl Suffa, he would give it to another, who would give it to another, and so on until one finally came back to the first one. Now see what was the condition of the learned men of that age and what is the condition now. The Prophet said, let the people seek legal decision except for 3 people, a ruler or a person to whom power is delegated or a religious man. Someone said, the companions used to refer to one another about 4 things: Imamat, that is the leadership; Wasiyat means legacy; Anamt means deposit; and Fatwa, legal decision. Someone said, one who hurriedly used to give opinion was a less learned man. The activities of the companions and their followers were confined only to 4 things: reading the Quran, building the mosque, zikr of God, and enjoining good and forbidding evil. They heard the Prophet say, there is no good in most of their secret talks except only in those who enjoin almsgiving, that is charity, or what is right, or concord upon men. Hazrat Ibn Hussein said, any question of legal decision, when put to them, used to be placed before Hazrat Omar, who used to call all the warriors who took part in the battle of Badr for consultation. The Prophet said, if you see a man adopting silence and asceticism, take advice from him, as he is not free from wisdom. The learned men are of two kinds, a learned man for the public who is a mufti, or the giver of legal decision, and a companion of the ruler, and another learned man for tawheed and good deeds, and he resides in solitude, that means alone. It is said that such a learned man was Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, who was like a river Tigris, and everyone used to take benefit from him. The sage Bashar bin Haris was also like him. He was like a person covered, he was a well covered of fresh water, visited by a single person at a time. A wise man said, when knowledge increases, your speech reduces. In any question was put to Hazrat Abu Darda, he used to give no reply. When Hazrat Anas was asked anything, he used to say, ask our leader Hazrat Abbas. When Hazrat Abbas was asked, he used to say, ask Haris bin Zaid. When Ibn Umar was asked, he used to say, ask Saeed bin Musaib. Jazakallah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.